Hi guys, it's Megan from Style Girlfriend. We are here with the second in our video series, Ask Style Girlfriend. Really excited by the response to the first one, so thank you. Please keep sending in questions. Hashtag AskStyleGF on Twitter, put them on my Facebook page, or email me, megan@stylegirlfriend.com. I love getting your guys' questions. It gives me so many good ideas for what to talk about here and on the site and elsewhere. So let's get right into it. So the first question comes from Paul, who says, my girlfriend bought me a sweater for my birthday that I really don't like. Should I wear it anyway or tell her I want to exchange it? Okay, this is tricky, and I'm glad that you at least are trying to save your girlfriend's feelings here. Honestly, I think as long as it doesn't have like flashing lights, reindeers on it, I think you should probably just wear it from time to time. It always makes me think, my sister, who has 2 kids, that I buy what I think is adorable clothing for them. Whenever I go home to visit in Wisconsin, she inevitably has one of them in something that I've gotten them. So, you know, my nephew's wearing a Nets jersey, or my niece is wearing, you know, I Heart New York shirt, and I love that, and I think it's really sweet. And granted, they are small children and don't really have a say in the matter, but it makes me feel really good to see that that present is being put to good use. So maybe try to figure out a way to make the sweater more to your liking, you know, put a collared shirt under it, or put it under a blazer, or I don't know, throw it over your shoulder and like don't wear it the whole time that you're together, but have it out, because it will really mean a lot to her. And to make sure that it doesn't happen again, that you get something that you don't think is cool, maybe just start pointing out things in magazines that you like. You know, oh wow, I really like this brand, or I really like, you know, this shirt is really cool, don't you think, honey? Like, give her sort of clues and tips to what you like, and then hopefully she'll be more inclined to get something that's sort of off of your wish list rather than something that's off of hers, or, you know, something that she thinks is cool but you don't think is cool at all. Hopefully that helps. Our second question comes from Aaron, who wants to know, where do you get the ideas for what you write about? That's a great question. I am so lucky because I just think the best people watching in the world in New York City, where I live. I get to see the best of the best and the worst of the worst, simply because people, I think, are, I don't want to say trying harder, but they're more into fashion and they're willing to try things. And I think people come to New York because they're kind of the weird person that, you know, for me, like when I was in high school, I wore like Gwen Stefani circa spiderwebs buns to school one day, and everyone was like, you were the weirdest person in the world. And I was like, yes I am, in Madison, Wisconsin. But in New York, I'm actually really conservative, like very like normal looking, and my style is not that out there. But a lot of people do kind of take, I think, New York as an opportunity to like push the boundaries a bit more with their style. And when I see guys getting it right, I'm like, that is awesome. I want to replicate that outfit for all of my readers. You know, I'm gonna figure out how to put that together for them and just give them that as an idea. And like I said, you know, on the flip side, there's definitely some people where it gives me sort of the impression of like, oh, that's something guys should never do. So that's helpful as well. And that's where I get most of my ideas from. So last up is Mike, who says, you've been traveling a lot recently. True. If you guys follow me on Instagram, StyleGF, you will have a better idea of all the places I'm going these days. And he wants to know, where do you want to go next? That's a great question. You know what? I would love to visit Bali. Bali. My sister and brother-in-law went there a few years back and loved it, and I had a friend that went this summer who was like, came back and was like, I'm building a house there, and never coming home again. So I've heard good things. I think it would be a really great place to kind of decompress and turn off the phone and the computer and, you know, not check Twitter for all of 24 hours. And I think that all of those things would be very good for me. Plus, I've surfed exactly once, and I loved it, and I was actually able to get up, which is amazing. I have very good balance. And so I would love to try surfing there. I think it'd be really fun, and there wouldn't be anyone there to make fun of me for doing it as badly as I would surely do it. I'm also really intrigued by Asian culture, and I would love to visit Tokyo. I think it would be a little intimidating, but I think that that's good for me. Also, while I was totally like that kid that was like, I will only eat grilled cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, now I will pretty much eat anything you put in front of my face. And so I think that it would be a really cool city to eat my way through. So that is hopefully on the docket sometime soon as well. So that's it for this week. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for sending in your questions, and thank you for, like I said, liking it the first time around. So I hope you guys keep watching these videos and getting some useful information out of them. Send me more questions, Megan@stylegirlfriend.com. On Twitter, I'm @StyleGF, just hashtag it @StyleGF, or, just tweet at me. And yeah, leave messages on my Facebook page. I check it all the time. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.